CFJC Sports and TRU Athletics bring you a peek at this weekend's games with Wolfpack TV.
Men's basketball will make the trip to southern Alberta for a weekend doubleheader against the Lethbridge Pronghorns. The Wolfpack will try and get the train back on the tracks after losing their last 4 games. At 11-7, they have clinched a playoff and go into the final 2 games of the season in 8th place. They will need a 5th through 8th place finish to clinch a home game in the first round of the playoffs. And while it has yet to be in the back of their minds, head coach Scott Clark doesn't want the focus distracted by thinking too much about playoffs just yet.
That's my job, is to make sure that they're focused on the next game, and that's all you really have control of, is your preparation. And right now we're just preparing, trying to get a little bit better and have an idea of what we might have to do to be successful in
Third quarter, Kieran Sabenko working the give and go, and a bucket for him.
We also try and keep a focused mindset, take it week by week, and really try to focus on what we have now, because, I mean, what we have now can impact what happens in playoffs, right, the first week of playoffs. So we try to just focus it down to 1 week at a time.
There is more on the line for the Wolfpack women this weekend. With 2 games left, they have not yet clinched a playoff. At 7-11, TRU is in a tie for the 11th and 12th place with the top 12 teams going into the playoffs. Here's the scenario they face in their final 2 games. Win in Lethbridge, win 1 in Lethbridge, or Mount Royal loses to Calgary, and TRU will be in.
We know that if we win 1 game, we are in the playoff, so we cannot have the better motivation than that to prepare that game like on the best way. And the best way to prepare the game is to keep your routines.
Emma Piggin with 2. The Pack lead 17-12 after the first.
No, we're pretty good at staying focused on our team goals and taking it just 1 game at a time. If you get too excited at what the possibility might be, then you kind of lose that focus and we don't play as well. Our team energy and spirit's really awesome right now. Like the team, like everyone's so excited for game days, and we're just doing really well at being focused in practice. Hitting shots too, like we've been having some really great shooting practices as well.
Meanwhile, volleyball returns from a bye weekend with a trip to Edmonton to take on the MacEwan Griffins at 15-5. The Wolfpack, the women, are in a fourth place with 4 games left. To sweep at MacEwan this weekend, and 2 losses by 5th place Alberta would give TRU home court for a first-round best-of-3 quarterfinal. The men, they sit in 10th place with top 8 making playoffs, and while it's not the best position to be in, the Wolfpack aren't out of the picture yet, trailing that last playoff spot by 6 points, and with 2 games in hand on Mount Royal, which is sitting in 8th place. Their opponent at MacEwan is in last place and has lost 8 games in a row. Volleyball will close out the regular season at home next weekend.
Your TRU Athletics weekend preview is brought to you by CFJC Sports and TRU Athletics.